Ah, the perfect fourth. It's not as nice as you think.
Ongaku concept.
I'm sure you are all familiar with consonants and dissonance, but just as a quick refresher, dissonant intervals are ones that are considered to be unstable. They're intervals that we generally consider to be harsh or unpleasant to the ear. This includes intervals such as the minor second or the diminished fifth. Consonant intervals are ones that we find in general to be more stable and more pleasant to the ear. This includes intervals such as the major third or the perfect fifth or any of the other perfect intervals. However, there is one of these perfect intervals that is slightly less innocent when you look at it a little bit closer. The perfect fourth. This may sound perfectly fine to you now, but we're gonna get into it. So I want you to listen to the intro to this song. It's from a JRPG called Atelier Ayesha, and the song is called Yesterday's Opponents Are Today's Ingredients, and it was composed by Kazuki Yanagawa. Right, so this guitar riff is pretty tense. It's in the key of F sharp minor, and notably it uses a G natural, which is the flattened second degree, and it comes from the Phrygian mode. However, I'm not concerned with any of that. Let's let this keep going. Now, there's a lot going on here. We have the drums that have ramped up in their intensity. There's a crazy string part, some crazy piano fills, which I'll talk about later. But all of that is icing on the cake. The entire foundation of this intro is unstable. So let's look at the bass and the guitars and find out what's going on. See, the bass is repeating the guitar riff from before, an octave lower. But notice how the guitars are now playing harmonic intervals. So the guitar part, you might notice, is exactly the same as in the previous section, but it's being harmonized a perfect fourth higher. This is incredibly unstable, but how could this innocent little perfect fourth suddenly sound so dissonant? A perfect fourth, when there are other notes under it to support it, is consonant. When a perfect fourth is formed with the bass, as in this song here, it becomes dissonant. The reason for this is that a perfect fourth is an inverted fifth, and it sets us up for the expectation of resolution, most likely for the fourth to move down a semitone and resolve to a major third. By definition, this expectation of resolution is dissonance. It's an interval that desires to be resolved. It's the reason why the cadential 6/4 chord exists. If the term dissonant seems a bit unfair to you or doesn't make any sense, you need to understand that dissonance is not necessarily harsh by definition. Dissonance simply means unstable. A perfect fourth formed with the bass is unstable, and this song just throws it at you, and it does not relent until we get past this intro and onto the A section where things finally start to become more stable. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and I hope you learned something from it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments or email me at ongakuconcept@gmail.com. If you want to discuss this more with other video game music fans, I suggest joining the Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/ongakuconceptvgm. I will also be posting about those piano fills that I mentioned. They're really crazy and they seem random, but they're actually not. And so I'm going to post a bit about my findings there if you're interested in hearing about it. Also, for those of you watching the day this is uploaded, I have a live stream to celebrate reaching 1,000 subscribers coming up later tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. So I hope to see you guys there. It's going to be lots of fun. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next week, or later tonight if you're coming to the stream. Bye. the perfect fourth. That is not a perfect fourth.